The following is transcribed.
Welcome to Bat-Supe, the never nutritious, definitely delicious podcast dedicated to the old-time radio adventures of Superman and the dynamic duo. Buckle your utility belts for lots of impossible conditions, plenty of heated bantering, and heroic collaboration galore. Before we get to today's adventure, let's pause for this important message.
Gang, we're still getting those new top-secret swell prizes ready to go inside specially marked cans of never nutritious, definitely delicious Bat-Supe. But in the meantime, make sure you're a member of our brand new Bat-Supe fan club, the Bat-Supers. Being a Bat-Super will get you all kinds of cool perks, like a swell fancy membership card, a killer diller Batman detective kit with real fingerprint powder, and the super fancy, high-powered, and on-the-beam Superman laser vision magnifying glass. And if you know any of your friends who aren't already signed up, say, you could peel one of those labels off a specially marked can of Bat-Supe and get them to fill out the form so they can get in on the fun too. Or just march them into your local grocery or police station and get signed up there. However you do it, you'll be a top-notch friend for getting your pals in on the fun. Fun for everyone from Bat-Supe. Available wherever fine podcasts are sold. Handle only with protective gloves and use eye protection.
And now, Bat-Supe presents today's adventure, Part 5 of The Super Sleuth, as originally broadcast on July 26th, 1946.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman!
Kellogg's Pep! P-E-P, Pep! Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal, presents
The Adventures of Superman. Today, the Man of Steel has walked safely out of a clever trap set by Herbert Calkins, only to find himself hopelessly caught in another.
Hello there, gang. This is your pal Dan McCullough. Say, here's a breakfast dish with the honey of a batting average when it comes to giving the pitch to your morning appetite. It's Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal. So golden, so sunny, so terrific you practically can't resist it. How those tender flakes of sun-ripened whole wheat do score when you hitch up your chair to the breakfast table. And how that smooth sunshine flavor does give your appetite the old come-on. Each crispy spoonful calls for another and another. Yes, sir, when you want a slick treat for breakfast, call on Kellogg's Pep. Pep is full of solid, full wheat flavor. Pep is golden toasted and sunny. Pep is called the Sunshine Cereal, and it's good for you, too. So keep on the Sunbeam, gang. Polish off that breakfast bowl of Kellogg's Pep clean as a whistle, because this is no time to waste cereal. You see, the cereal grains, like the whole wheat and Pep, have been picked out to give that swell grain nourishment to fellows and girls around the world. Remember that when Mom brings Kellogg's Pep home from the grocer's. Don't waste it. If you pour your own cereal, take time to pour it carefully and kind of keep watch on your younger brothers and sisters, too. That's so easy to do and so important nowadays. Remember, eat all your Pep. Don't waste it.
And now, the adventures of Superman. As you remember, Clark Kent is engaged in a desperate duel of wits with Herbert Calkins, famous Scotland Yard detective, who is convinced that Kent is Superman and is determined to prove it. So far, Kent has managed to escape by the skin of his teeth from 3 traps set by Calkins. But now he faces still another one. Returning to his apartment building in the early evening, Kent found his square-set, square-faced nemesis Herbert Calkins holding his derby hat and rolled umbrella, waiting for him in the lobby. In response to Kent's question, Calkins said he was aware that Superman had promised to address a huge rally of the World Peace Federation at the Metropolis Stadium that night. And, he added,
I intend to spend the evening with you, Mr. Kent.
Oh, you do?
Yes, quite. I'm going to be most interested in seeing how you can be at my side as Clark Kent and on the stage of the Metropolis Stadium as Superman at the same time.
As we continue now, Kent, followed by the Scotland Yard sleuth, has gone up to his apartment. There, he says sternly,
Now, look here, Mr. Calkins. You're becoming a nuisance, or have I told you that before?
Oh, you have, but in my 30 years at Scotland Yard, during which time I've never failed to bring in my
your man. You want to put that on a phonograph record. Look, have you ever been picked up by the seat of your pants and deposited elsewhere?
I have, but on infrequent occasions.
Oh.
Look here, old man. You'd really be much wiser to cooperate with me, you know.
Cooperate? What do you mean?
Simply stop beating around the bush and admit the truth, that you're Superman.
You're out of your mind if you expect me to admit I'm Superman. Why, of all the crazy, ridiculous ideas, that takes the cake.
Then you deny it.
Oh, it's too silly even to be discussed.
But you don't deny it.
I tell you, it's too silly to be discussed.
I see. Well, it's 7 minutes to 8. Superman promised to address the World Peace Federation at 8:30. Don't you think we'd better get started?
I don't think I'll go to the stadium tonight.
But you promised. And Superman has never broken his word.
I promised to cover the rally for my paper, but I'm rather tired thanks to your shenanigans, so...
Superman tired?
Miss Lane agreed to cover the story for me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll say good night.
Very well. Good night, old chap.
I'll see you to the door.
Oh, don't bother. I'm staying here.
What?
Yes, I intend to stay until 10 o'clock when the rally will be over. But
Why,
don't mind me. I have my pipe. And I see you've got an excellent library. You just toddle off to bed.
Now, look here.
Save your breath, old boy. And by the way, don't plan to lock your bedroom door and make your getaway through the window. I expect to look in on you every now and then, you know. And really, no crook can pick a lock better than I can.
The good old British bulldog, eh?
Call me what you like. In 30 years at Scotland Yard, I've never been wrong.
All right, my friend. Since the only way I can lose your charming company is to convince you I'm not Superman, I accept your challenge.
You what?
You and I will attend the rally at the stadium tonight. When you see Superman on the stage while I'm at your side in the audience, you'll admit you're wrong, won't you?
Why, not even you can be in two places at the same time. But you're bluffing, I'm sure. You don't dare go to the stadium with me.
Oh, no? Well, just give me 10 minutes to take a shower and change my clothes, and I'll be with you.
Oh, no, you don't. You can't give me the slip so easily, by Jove.
But you're such a suspicious chap. What good would it do me to give you the slip for 10 minutes? The rally doesn't begin for 40 minutes.
That's right enough. And this apartment's on the 6th floor, and there's no fire escape outside, so you can't give me the slip unless you are Superman.
Right. Now that you've got that all figured out, will you excuse me for 10 minutes while I take a shower?
Just 5 minutes of 8. I'll give you until 5 minutes past.
Well, thank you so much.
But no tricks, mind you. If you're not out of here in exactly 10 minutes, I'm coming in.
Fair enough, Sherlock. Now, out of these clothes. I'll have to work fast if I'm going to pull the wool over Calkins' eyes. If ever there was a job for Superman, this is it. There we are, all set. First, I'll run the water in the shower. He'll be listening for it. There we are. Now to lock the bedroom door very quietly. And brace this chair under the knob. Like that. That'll keep my bulldog friend out a few extra minutes in case I'm delayed. Now, if only Batman is at home. I'll put this window a little more. Quietly. Now, out. Up and away!
Leaping into the night sky, Superman rockets across the park to the handsome house where Bruce Wayne, who is really the famous Batman, lives with Robin, his young companion. Fortunately, Wayne, the only person to whom Superman has confided his double identity, is at home. And swiftly, the Man of Steel tells his story.
So I'm sunk, Batman, unless you help me.
Me? How can I help you?
Well, we're about the same size, and we both got deep voices.
Yes?
Besides, public address system microphones distort voices a little. I doubt that anyone will suspect your voice isn't mine.
Oh, I get it, Superman. You want me to double for you tonight while you're in the audience with Calkins.
Right. Here, I've brought you one of my costumes, as well as a lifelike rubber mask that a French artist made of my face. Will you do it?
Well, yes, of course.
Good boy. I knew I could depend on you. You better climb into this costume at once and get to the stadium. Superman is due there at 8:30. Now, do your stuff, Batman. I'm counting on you.
I'll do my best.
Thanks. Mind if I leave by your window?
Oh, help yourself. And good luck.
Same to you. Out and away! minutes flat. There.
I say there, old chap. Time's up.
Okay. A second too soon. Now back into Clark Kent's
I
clothes.
say, Superman. Kent, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Drat this tie. Would stick at this moment.
Let me in.
1 second, will you? There, that does it. Now my glasses. So. Okay, Mr. Calkins, I'll be right with you.
Oh, so you are here.
And who do you think was talking to you?
Took you a long time to open the door.
Well, showers are so relaxing. I often forget the time.
Do you also forget to turn the blooming shower off when you leave it?
Oh, I did forget, didn't I? Glad you reminded me.
Just a minute, old chap. I'll turn it off.
Oh, thanks, but I couldn't think of bothering you.
Wait, I said, here, let me pass.
No use both are getting wet.
I don't care about getting wet. I want to see...
This damp bath towel? You wanted to see if I'd really taken a shower, eh?
Sopping wet. You must have knocked it under the shower just now.
Why, Sherlock, you get more suspicious by the moment.
You're a clever bloke, Kent. But I'm still certain that you're Superman. And I'm going to prove it at the stadium right now.
Oh?
Are you ready to go? Or have you changed your mind?
I'm ready.
Then come along.
His square face more like a bulldog's than ever. Herbert Calkins takes Clark Kent's arm and walks with him from the apartment. Will Kent and Batman's ruse fool the gimlet-eyed detective? We'll know more in a moment when we return for the exciting climax of today's episode. So stand by.
Most anyone who's tried it knows Kellogg's Pep sure is the berries. But just wait till you try a Pep Double Scoop. That's this week's Pep Dish of the Week. You'll not only say it's the berries, but you can say that again, because it teams up Pep, the Sunshine cereal, and juicy red raspberries. Here's how. You pour your serving of Pep into your bowl and scoop out a hollow on each side and scoop in the raspberries. Add milk and sugar, and you're all set with your Pep Double Scoop. As keen a breakfast bowl as ever bowled you over, because those crisp, tender flakes of Kellogg's Pep always come through with their smacking, good, golden toasted flavor. So catchy, so sunny tasting that you feel like smiling right back at every luscious spoonful. Pep is called the Sunshine cereal, you know. Yes, it's right on the sunbeam. Keeps your spoon busy till your bowl is clean empty, which is always a smart idea, because Pep is good for you. And nowadays, it's specially smart because the cereal grains have been picked out to give good nourishment to fellows and girls overseas. So, gang, get hep to Kellogg's Pep. When Mom brings Pep home from the grocer's, make sure it's not wasted. If you pour your own Pep, pour it carefully and eat up every bit you pour out. Pass the word along to the rest of your family, too. Remember, eat all your Pep. Don't waste it.
Clark Kent and Detective Herbert Calkins have just arrived in Metropolis Stadium, where thousands of people are gathered for a rally of the World Peace Federation. As Kent and Calkins find seats in the crowded grandstand, Batman, wearing the blue costume and red cape of Superman and the lifelike rubber mask of his face, speaks into a microphone on the illuminated stage below.
The way to preserve peace is to establish mutual trust and understanding among all the nations of the world, and to let nothing disrupt that peace and understanding.
Well, Mr. Calkins, what do you say now? Do you admit you were mistaken?
The chap down there on the stage looks like Superman right enough, but I'm not saying yes, and I'm not saying no yet.
For heaven's sake, what does it take to convince you?
I repeat, let nothing change your mind. Lend all your support to the World Peace Federation. It is truly the only way to secure the blessings of peace for yourselves and your children.
Well, Mr. Calkins, satisfied now?
No, not by a long sight, I'm not.
Why, what do you mean?
I mean there's something rotten in Denmark, Mr. Kent. I've a notion I know what it is.
I don't understand.
You'll understand right enough. Fake! Fake! That bloke isn't Superman.
Wait, Mr. Calkins, stop.
He's no more Superman than I am.
Look.
If he says he is, tell him to fly and prove it.
Look, if you don't sit down, Calkins...
Make him prove he's Superman. Ask him to prove it by flying around the stadium.
Now what'll I do?
His world seeming to tumble down about his ears, Clark Kent sits helplessly by as Herbert Calkins whips the vast crowd to suspicion with his shouting at Batman to prove he is Superman by flying. But Batman, of course, cannot fly. Superman's carefully guarded secret of his double identity hangs by the thinnest of threads, in greater danger of exposure than ever before. What will the Man of Steel do? What can he do? You'll find out on Monday in one of the most thrilling, surprising episodes you've ever heard. So don't miss it. Tune in, same time, same station.
And remember, for breakfast, it's Kellogg's Pep.
For excitement, the adventures of Superman.
Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC comic magazines and is brought to you Monday through Friday at the same time by Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal. Say, gang, when you line up all the famous names you know, you'll find Kellogg mighty near the top. That's Kellogg, the greatest name in cereals. And here's some of the good things Kellogg packs into each plump, tender biscuit of Kellogg shredded wheat. Flavor, natural nut-sweet flavor, toasted just right. Nutrition, fine whole wheat nourishment. And for economy, Kellogg packs 15 biscuits in every package. They're made to fit the bowl. Try them soon. You'll like Kellogg shredded wheat. And be sure to be with us on Monday for the thrilling adventures of Superman. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
That was part 5 of The Super Sleuth from The Adventures of Superman. Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to Bat-Supe wherever you get your podcasts. Bat-Supe is also available on YouTube and Facebook and is a proud member of the Moonlight Audio Theater family of podcasts. We'll soon be heard as part of the Mutual Audio Network's Saturday Story Circle. Learn more at bat-supe.podbean.com. That'll wrap things up for this episode of Bat-Supe, but be sure to tune in next time when you'll hear Herbert Calkins say,
Well, here we are, Mr. Kent.
Ladies and gentlemen, the chief hope of our enemies is to divide the United States along racial and religious lines and thereby conquer us. Let's not spread prejudice. A divided America is a weak America. Through our behavior, we encourage the respect of our children and make them better neighbors to all races and religions. Remind them that being good neighbors has helped make our country great and kept her free. Thank you.